Welcome everyone, and thanks for joining me at Kenley's Car Stories. Today I start a revival of this 1971 Pontiac GTO. This car has extensive history here in Arizona. We're gonna walk around. I'll show you the beauty of this car. Let's get going. I'm excited to work on this car. I've been a Pontiac fan my whole life. I've done handfuls of other cars. This will be my first Pontiac restoration. This car has primarily spent its life in Arizona, I think, from what I've put together, northern Arizona, and then it's been in the hands of a local collector. I ended up being directed to him and we made a deal, and this is the car that we ended up purchasing. What was just immediately amazing to me was, other than the surface rust, and I'll show you as we go through the video, this car is amazingly rust-free, void of all of the weight reduction that you normally have with these, which is the quarter panels. This has one small hole here, but it does not have the rot in the corners that you normally see. The floorboards are absolutely original and amazing. Let me put some light on this for you. Just a little bit of surface rust on the floor. Still, all the factory sound insulation is still intact. These seat covers, I think, were done just a couple years ago. I do have the back seat. I took it out. I was looking for RPO codes or any of those things. Pontiac loved their enduro bumpers. They loved their enduro body parts. They went on to use this technology for decades after the enduro bumper on the early 70s cars. A lot of the cars in the 80s and 90s had composite components. This one's in pretty poor shape, pretty weather beaten. The sun has done its job eating away at the rubber. We have a ram air hood, very difficult to find, I've been told. It is not buckled horribly bad here. Normally that's pretty common. You can see a little wrinkle through here, but all in all in pretty good shape. Let's get into the trunk and check out the goodies it came with. Several generations of Arizona license plates, which goes again to its history of being an Arizona car. These are the copper over the green. It's not quite copper, but that's what it was supposed to be. 73, were typical of the, I think, late 80s, early 90s. When I was a kid, everybody had the red plate. Okay, so license plates aside, beating on the car. We have lots of goodies. We've got new headlight buckets. Set those aside. Lots of interior trim pieces, old trim, new belts. These are the cowl screens that go for the under the windshield. Stainless parts, another new headlight bucket, several different styles of sun visor. Looks like air conditioning ductwork back here. I did discover that the car had once been fitted with an MSD. It's back to factory, I'll show you that in a minute, but this must have gone with the MSD. And we've got some new parts, weather strips. What else we got in here? Down there it's hard to see, but we got wiring harness. I'm gonna get this trunk cleaned out, get things sorted through, organized. If I find anything really interesting, I'll bring it up, but for the most part, it's just everything that belongs with this car and probably some extras. The trunk is in amazing shape. The fleck coating is still on there, which is awesome, but the floor, not rotted through. Looks like they pulled the drain plugs to keep the water from pooling up, which was a smart thing to do. There's quite a bit of poo in here, so I'm gonna have to vacuum that out. A lot of mouse poo. If you look down in here, you've got dirt buildup, but no rot. And looking down in here, we have, again, some dirt buildup, but no real rot, just surface rust. Got a little bit of surface rust back there. This is a very fine example. This is a great car. Getting inside, original door cards. I think they're savable. We'll find out. Seats, they've been recovered. I think they were done a couple years ago. You can see this floor is amazing. Typically they're just rotted out. This one is solid as can be. All of the original body sealer and glue is still present. Sound deadening underneath the dash. Let's see. All that stuff's still present. All the fun stuff still there. This car shows, I don't know if you can see it or not, zoom in, 33,151 on the clock. I can't tell if it's 133 or just 33. The brake pedal looks amazing. I mean, if I honestly had to guess, I would say this is under 100,000, but there's really no way for me to tell, unfortunately. Looking at the car, I would say it's a low mileage car. Here's some of the fun stuff. This, I don't know, it's not really showing up on camera. Let me see if I can zoom in. There we go. Now, I don't know if this air filter lid is from this vehicle. Assuming it is, it looks like it might have spent some time in California. This is Country Automotive in Morgan Hill, California. And then I found a lot of receipts, which we're gonna go through here real quick. These have personal information, so I'm gonna do my best not to show that, just because, you know, it's the internet, right? So we don't do that. But there's some really fascinating things that definitely give us the history of this car. So one of the cool, right off the top, we see some performance receipts. This is from Lopers in Phoenix. They're still around. Probably haven't used this type of receipt in forever. And this is probably a good time to ask you guys to like, subscribe, and hit the notifications button. And if someone out there recognizes this car, leave me a comment. Let me know what you know about this car. Some of these receipts are really cool. This is AutoZone. Okay, this receipt's from Performance Suspension down in Phoenix on Thomas. I doubt they're still around. I'll have to Google some of these when I'm done going through them. See who's still in business. You guys, only the older guys will remember Shucks, Cragen, Checker, now O'Reilly. This is from 1990. Oh, look at that. So it looks as though this is the RPO code list. It shows you the colors from that year, what those paint codes would be. And on that, on the back side, it looks like past the mouse P and the chewed up paper, we have 71 Atlanta plant, and it was lime kiss green. And there you go. Oh, that's pretty cool. Hooker headers. It's really, I don't want to open up too much. It's in pretty bad shape. So this is, and it does have headers on it. I'm covering up the guy's information. This is from 1993. This is Ames Performance in New Hampshire. And the guy bought, looks like a carpet kit, the swirl dash insert, vinyl, headliner, all that stuff that's not in the car. Oh, and a performance brake pad. Pedal kit. So that is going to tell me that it's a 133,000 mile car, not a 33. See, I was telling you guys that the brake pedal pad is kind of the giveaway to the wear. What else do we got here? This is another receipt from 1993, and it looks like they did some AC work and some electrical work. What year was this? 2003. Interesting. And this right here, I saw this one earlier. For people who remember Bid Off here in Phoenix over on Glendale. And it looks like a housing, a tube. So anyway, it's really cool. So we can pretty much deduce from this that this car has spent a very, very long time down here in the valley. Maybe it spent some time in California, and it has some performance parts, cam, springs, headers. Okay, everyone, this is the Pontiac 455 cubic inch V8 big block. Makes about 335 horsepower. So this is the last of the uncompromised before they started doing emissions and just killed these cars. In the trunk, I found the HEI distributor that was once in here. Over there behind the brake booster, I'll show you in a minute. There's an MSD box that's been deleted. You can see the wires hanging out up there. Other than that, it looks like everything's been put back fairly close to stock. Corporate blue engine. It doesn't leak, which is amazing. The car runs really good, actually, but I'm gonna squeeze some more horsepower out of it. It's an AC car, but the compressor's been deleted. but all the bits are here. So it should be fairly easy to put that back. There's the MSD box I was telling you about. It has been deleted. There's the wiring for it. Does have some rodent damage down in here. Let's see if I can get that. My light's too bright. There we go. There's some of the rodent damage I'm talking about. But otherwise, in fairly good shape. Okay, my first step is to get this glass out, and hopefully I don't break it. I've got to do this, do the windshield, and I've got to do the back window, and then we're gonna get the interior out. I'm applying a lubricant to make my blade slide easier. And I'm just pressing out the butyl. It does not appear that they used urethane because it's coming out way too easy. So I'm just pressing this butyl out. Just getting in and pushing this butyl back. You can see I already got a gap there. And I'm going to do that all the way around. Now there's no way you can do this with a modern windshield because it's urethane. They have a tool that goes in, hooks it, and then you have a T-handle and you pull it, you cut it that way. Or I've also seen some guys have a like a blade on a DeWalt. It just power cuts through. Oop, I heard that. That sound, there's a little bit of sound with the glass chipping, it sounds like. More lubricant. Oh, yeah, careful. Careful. Being careful with my wire here. And I started in the corners because the glass is a little thicker. It's a little further away from the body there, so it's easier to get in and get it started and work down here. Probably doesn't matter, but that was what I chose to do. Careful. There we go. Up here it's a little easier to start on the pillar. Work my way up. My editor's going to complain. She's going to see the back of my head. Damn it, Jim, I'm a mechanic, not a camera operator.
Look, I'm a doctor, not an escalator.
A little heavy there. All right, editor, I'm trying to keep my head out for you. Look at that cracking towards the top. Okay. This is going to be a little different because somebody glued this one in. It's like an RTV. So I'm just going to get a straight blade and cut around it. Same thing, soap and water. Try to be careful. Don't want to break it. Oh, I see what they did. So at one point the window came out and then they just literally stuck it in there and put some glue around it. So yeah, it's not even actually located in the right spot more than likely. And you can see that it leaked pretty good right here. There's a nice trail coming down there and there. So that did not work. I would say that's a fail. We are having a good old-fashioned Arizona monsoon right now. Yeah, I mean, normally Normally, you wouldn't just put the glass in and then put a bead around it. That's not how it's done. However, whoever did this, probably a really long time ago, thought, it's just fine. It'll work. Okay, instead of using something metal, I'm gonna use my fishbone, pry tool, whatever you want to call it, trim tool. See if I can get in here and see if I can find a corner to lift up on. Yeah, you can hear the rain coming down. Let's not get my finger stuck in there. There we go. You guys want to see the storm? Come on, let's go check this out. Is that maybe my next project over there? I don't know. I don't know. All right, so here's the deal. Let's not break it. And this one, I think, is heavier than the windshield, believe it or not. And yeah, you know, for an older guy with back problems, it's heavy. See if I get my hands under here. I might need my tool. Oh, all right then. Let me go get my tool. We'll see. Give me something to lift onto. Yeah, she's heavy. She's a heavy piece of glass. So I'm gonna gently slide her over this way. Oh. Oh. All right. I'll be back. This is what I was talking about earlier. Most of the time, on an A body, all of this is gone. Then mud, you know, it is Arizona, we get lots of dust storms. If I move this away, just get some of that. Look, it's just mud. Look at that fresh metal right there. Right there. This car is awesome. My plan is to get this done in 8 months, but we'll see. That's the plan. So they say. Something like best laid plans, mice and men. I don't know, something like that. I plan on getting it done. Hopefully, the thing you can't rush, the body work. So we'll get this blasted, get it all down to fresh metal, and then my body guy, he'll come through and fix what needs fixed. And then we'll get a fresh coat of beauty on her. And then I'll get it back and completely redo all of that. Interior, suspension actually already done. I'll show you that later when I get it in the air. All right, so that's the glass out. And sweating. It might be raining, but it's hot outside. Well, very humid. Hot. Compared to summer, this is amazing. On to the interior. Now there's a tool for this, and I actually have it, but I didn't bring it because didn't think about it. So I'm gonna use my 90-degree pick instead. Well, that's more than 90. I'm gonna use my hook pick to get it out. This is brand new. Somebody replaced that. Perfect. And then I'm gonna do the old baggy storage tricks for now, although I think I'm gonna go to Home Depot and get a, I don't know, HDX, FDS, 4283, 4000 storage box with the little compartments.
Add a whole new wing on here. I'm gonna rip these walls out and, of course, rewire it.
Yeah, you're gonna make it all 220?
Yeah, 220, 221, whatever it takes.
Yes, Abigail, I know. You're seeing the back of my head. Sorry. Somebody got that one good and hot. If you can't make it fit, just, well, you'll see, look. It kind of just ran the screw until it found the hole. So this car interior color originally was this, you know what? I don't know what the RPO code color is. It was this ugly green. You can kind of see it on this sun visor here. Anyway, here. Maybe I can get this out. There's a piece from the headliner. So some kind, I don't know, some kind of a green. Anyway, I'll look it up. No, I won't, I'll forget. But it was green. Either way, I'm assuming these panels are not the original panels. I think somebody changed them up to white. I have to look it up and then report it to you like I actually know what I'm talking about, because that's my job. Hey, where did this come from? Yeah, so this is definitely reman, CHL Auto Parts. Yeah, you do. Made in Taiwan. So, it's not bad. Probably reuse it. That one's stripped, perfect. It's too bad somebody went through all the trouble to replace these door cards. I think they did. I'm gonna find out right now. But if they did, they didn't take the time to, weatherproof the interior, and it ruined it. Okay everyone, there you go. So that is the build plate. Has all the information, the date code information on it. Well, stuck. Ah. All right, so I was talking about this interior a few minutes ago. Actually, it was quite a long time ago off camera, but back on camera. We'll just say it's a few minutes. And this interior was jade, which you can see in this seatbelt. I'm gonna have to do some research. What I can't tell is if it was jade seats with jade seat belts, jade door panels, but some obviously black on the dash, or was it, you know, what combination did they use? So I'm gonna do some digging, figure that out. And if it's really worth telling, I'll come back to it. But according to the cowl tag, it was jade. The color of the car was lime kiss green, which is the color we're gonna go back to. And as I stated earlier, there is a tool for this that I do own, but I didn't bring it because that was stupid. You know, tools are useful sitting at home. Appears to be stuck. Let's try to get this out of here. There's no place to grab it. Here we go. Jeez, man. All right, I'm back for another round. Gonna get the glass out. Where are we pointing? Get the glass out right here. And then I'm gonna try to get the rest of the interior out. And I'm going to then start on the fenders, hood, everything else I need to take off to get it over for sandblasting. Well, it's probably actually more technically glass blasting. Well, that's the plan. Let's see how it goes. Let's get started. Well, now that I'm comfortably seated, I'm gonna start with these glass attaching bolts. And they've got a little dirt. I'm gonna go ahead and make my life a little easier. And what am I gonna do? I'm gonna mark my hardware baggie. Let's see. Drivers. Door. Window. This will make it a lot easier 8 months from now. obviously, I want to keep this hardware together. I don't have to look up pictures and stuff later when I absolutely know I won't remember. Just saying, between this car and what I do between here and now, no, I'm not gonna remember. I might. Probably won't. Yikes. It's not that I care that this nut be kept with this upstop. It's just, well, I will remember doing this, more than likely. And go, oh yeah, those go on the ends of the upstops. There's one more, hidden. Whoops. We will edit that out, or we'll slow motion. Okay. All right, anyway. Probably could have used that first. But I figured why. All right. Okay, so this window is falling out practically. Anyway, it's not, most of the guards are broken. There's one laying down there that's not attached at all. So it doesn't really help me because I don't know exactly how to take this one out. The other side is not broken. So I think on this one, I'm just going to slide that off like that. Bear in mind, I have no idea if this is the right way of doing this. Now I got her stuck. Oh, I see. Let's take the stop off up here. What is holding you up? Okay, I don't know if that's the right way to do it, but it is out. All right, same thing as the other side. Nothing changed. Everything's the same. Keep my hardware together. You'll thank me later. Well, I'll thank me later when I go to put it together. Must not be important. Oh, I think I hit the garbage can. That's awesome. Okay. Pass. Door. Glass. And such. Because, you know, there'll be other things in there. Got a bit of a runny nose today. So I did discover that this door, I don't know which camera I'm looking at, probably this one. Oh, anyway, here's my hand pointing. I don't know. Okay, this door definitely is a replacement door. And how do I know that? This color right here. I don't know if you can see. This is not tropical lime green. It's, I don't know, whatever brown they called it back then. So I'm gonna guess this door went on when the blue was painted on here. Yeah. We'll be fixing all of that. Here we go. All right, I'm gonna move this. Oops, didn't mean to take that all the way out. There it is, nonetheless. Okay, remember what I just did on the other side. Trying not to be in the shot. And I have a piece of glass in my hands. Well, which one is it? That one. Probably not deep enough though. Nope. Dang it. This one's long enough by a lot. There we go, let go. Nothing there. Oh. Again, I don't know how to take this out either. Well, I can see there are two bolts. Nah, it's got to be up here somehow. Nope. All right, I'm probably going to try to do this all wrong. But I'm being stubborn, I don't want to Google. That one's too long. All right, now I'm just being stubborn because I don't want to get up and go get another tool, but I need to. I'll be back. Yeah. What is the deal, man? All right. And I'm back. Maybe this will get it done. Oh, too big. So we're gonna go with a little snap-on. All right. I will remember you. Yep, I'm going back together. I'm gonna be like, ah, yeah. That's the little stubborn devil right there. Got to contort my hand at a 98-degree angle. Perfect. There's more. There's no way this pops out of there, does it? No. Well. I thought I was gonna be all slide. Take those two out and be done. But there's. Feels like a nut. It is. Block the wheel. That's important. I know. There's guys laughing at me right now going, dude, it's right there. It's right in your face. Definitely attached to the shifter. And yet it feels very much like I'm doing it wrong. Someone right now, you're doing it wrong. Yep, I know. Thank you. You can tell me how later. So I really want to leave the shifter in because I plan to be able to move this car around as much as able while it's going through this process. So I am cheating, maybe. I don't know. Maybe this could be the way it's done. I just really doubt that, because there's no way a technician wouldn't have quit his job that day when they said, hey, you have to take that center console out. He'd be like, nope. But anyway, let me see if I can sneak up on this one. A guy, can't say that. This guy is left-handed, so doing everything by feel. I will most definitely look up the proper method when going back in. That was the sound of freedom. Okay. Let me guess. Yep. Okay, so all you guys screaming at me online said, here, just take this out. You take these 3 bolts out. Well, I didn't know, but now I do. Okay? So don't yell at me. Thank you. I will always win. I just did. Wow. We're gonna go ahead and move this thing down. Just grease her up. I need it to move. Easier than that. All right, good enough. All right, final plan of attack. Get the dash out, and I want to leave the shifter and the steering wheel so I can move the car around. Okay, so I'm gonna get rolling. I did already take the glove box out, and I put the screws back because why put those in baggies when they can just go where they go? So this I have done lots of. I've done a lot of dashboards, and they are kind of a pain. This one's not the worst. There's a couple of screws, oops, nuts up here. not rusted at all. All the sound deadening still in place. Even the little plastic cover is still here. There we go. Just thought I would get you in here so you could take it all in. It looks really good. Very excited about this car. When I put the dash back in, I will take the column out because you can see it gets scarred up doing it that way. So this won't be in. For today, I didn't care. I'm just pulling it out. Well, that's pretty good progress for today. I've got a cutout, I've got some things to go do. But when I come back, I'll button up a few things on the inside, probably not much to do there. And then I'm gonna get started on removing the fender's hood. I think I'm gonna leave the doors, bumpers, etc. Get that all torn off. And we will keep going, get this thing to body as quick as we can. All right, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow. Welcome to a new day. Yesterday I got the interior dashboard, the door glass, and a couple regulators out. Today I want to get the front end off the car in preparation for getting it down to blasting. And then I got to start ordering a ton of parts for air conditioning and, you know, the wiring. A lot of that stuff is really good. I'm ready to go. Let's get to work. I was holding it in the wrong spot.
I need to come forward. Hold into it.
Okay.
You ready?
Yep.
Wow. She's a monster.
Let's do this. Okay. Of blue. Let me use my WD instead. I'm definitely going to make sure I save categorize, I don't know, whatever. Anyway, all of this hardware for each fender, each spacer, though I'm sure that'll change after it goes to body. This one looks like it's cross-threaded, that's not even tight, awesome. How do you get to those? Probably by sticking your hand in. Taking off the chrome. Sweet. This is definitely going to be a montage for sure. I don't think you guys want to listen to dead air all day long while I figure out bolts. Where's my baggies? Here they are. Okay. Where's my flashlight? Right here. That hurt. Aha, got a hider right there. She needs a little gentle persuasion. Cool. Spare bolt. Actually, I'm just going to throw that in my box over there. Alrighty. That looks good. I'm sure some of you guys watching are like, hey, you know, you can take that whole thing off as a front clip. Uh-huh. But we're not doing it that way. So, carrying on, I guess I'll keep going. First, I'll mark my parts bag. Gonna use a lot of these for sure. All right, left, head, light, bucket. Okay. And it was missing like 2 of the nuts, so I should probably write that on there. But I won't. Okay. Let's do this other side. Now, interesting. These bolts are different. These are more like a I don't know, what do you call it? Machine screw, I guess. Or like a machine screw thread than the other ones, which were bolts. There's some tension on that bracket. Apparently that one and that one are not tight. Yep, those are the noises you make when you get older. As your body creaks. Okay. Right. And headlight. Bucket. Okay. So you may be wondering, Kenley, why are you spending all that time saving that hardware? Don't you know they make hardware kits for these cars? I do. Sandblaster, just purchased an Eastwood, big Eastwood. Here, let me show you. Let me walk you around over here real quick. Not a sponsor, I don't have any sponsors. That one right there. Anyway, lots of, she's brand new, just built it. Lots of parts going to be cleaned in there. There's definitely going to be a lot of parts cleaned in there. Oh yeah, look. Just redid my ASE certification. Do you think that really matters? If you do, leave me a comment. Tell me if you do or you don't. I've had mine for 25 years-ish, I guess. It says I'm a master technician. Piece of paper says I'm qualified to do this. Oh. Yep, gonna break out the big guns for that. Looks quite rusty. Oh, there you go. What do I know? Okay, I'm gonna say that one is a little kinked. You looked at this one. Yep, should be that way. Nope. The great thing about filming this, the really good thing about filming this is when you go back 8 months from now, or whenever it is, you'll be like, that's what that meant. I couldn't remember. Let's take a look at what I'm looking at here. So it looks like I'm gonna have to address 2 here, 2 there. Is there 4? No, there is not. But there is over here. At these, I'm not sure. Now there's a nut on that side, nut on that side. Seems like I'm gonna have to get her in the air maybe. Or get this front valence off down there and see what it gives me. I'll come back. You know, I just realized I told you guys I'd show you the bottom of this car, and I haven't. So since I need to address the valence and have to put it in the air, I thought I would give you a quick tour of the underneath. And so let's check it out. So there's a lot of new parts in here. Over the years, it looks like people, you know, new bump stops, new springs, lots of new bushings, but the frame, look at that frame. Look at the frame. It has just a little bit of surface rust. So I want to highlight the fact that this frame is very clean, just minimal rust. There we go. Get a shot of that. A little bit here, on the sway bars, control arms, etc. But this is, I mean, as good as you can get. It looks like the frame horns, or the part that sticks out the front, some guys call them horns, appear to be, there's no wrinkles that I can see. Once I get everything off, we'll take a deeper look. The only thing leaking is the transmission, and that's no big surprise. They all do. Coming over here, same thing. A little bit of surface rust, not too bad. Same thing up there. The original undercoating is still present on this car. It is just, it's a time capsule. It is absolutely, the more I look at this car, the more excited I get to work on it, because it is just so clean. A little bit of surface rust there. Same thing with the rear end. Springs. Look at this gas tank. That is the original tank. Believe it or not, I'm telling you it is. So, looks like maybe, I can't tell if the springs have been replaced or not. I think they're original, but it's hard for me to tell. Got the emissions canister and line still intact up there. Some cobwebs, you can see those. Looking back here at the quarters, same thing, not rotted out. A little more rust here on this. Still surface, it'll come right off. Little wire wheel, zzz, all done. Look at the corners. Look at that. Absolutely amazing. Just cool. I don't know. Like I said, more I work on it, the more excited I get. I can't say it enough. You guys are like, what are you on about? Listen, you don't see him like this. The guy that I'm doing this for, he doesn't understand how clean this car is. But I'm gonna make him. He's gonna understand. All right, I gotta get back to work. I need to get that off. But I wanted to take a minute, because I promised you I'd show you the frame. I think I just showed you the engine. If not, let me show you the detail on that. Now I am for sure, because we went through the receipts, that there's been engine, I almost hit my head. There's been engine work. And I haven't had a chance to look at the block numbers yet. I keep trying to hit my head. I haven't had a chance to look at the block numbers yet. It says right there, 455. Boom. Well, you can't see it. Let's see, right there. Okay. She's a fine example, fellas. You guys are gonna love seeing this car come to life for sure. Alrighty, get this valence off. Now that we're done with a little show and tell, I'm telling you guys, this car is, well, I don't know. not a Pontiac guy, you probably don't care. In fact, you've probably already tuned out of the video, but if you are a Pontiac person or a classic car guy, then stick around. I'll be honest, there appears to be tension on some of these parts, where you saw that come apart. So we'll have to figure out why that is. Don't hit your head. It really hurts when you whack your head on one of these bad boys. It does not move. You take the full force. Sounds like we need a little oil. Hate the way that's done. Ugh. Right in the mouth. Alright, big gun. Ow. There we go. That hurts the ear hole. Looks like we might need to ease her out of there. Okay, that's fine. We'll do it your way. Yep. Somebody said, I'll make it fit. Valence coming down. Oh, yep. Mm-hmm. It's happening. Sounds like we need a little oil. Hate the way that's done. Ugh. Right in the mouth. Alright, big gun. Ow. There you go. That hurts the ear hole. Looks like we might need to ease her out of there. Okay, that's fine. We'll do it your way. Yep. Somebody said, I'll make it fit. Valence coming down. Oh, yep. It's happening. Alrighty. Check it out, guys. That's the original Line Kiss green. What a cool color, eh? All right. Hopefully we go back to that color. Thanks for hanging out with me today, over the last couple of days, actually. That's gonna wrap it today. Like I said earlier, I was hoping to get the whole front end off. Not gonna happen. And I'm probably not gonna come back to this car for a few more days. So I'm just gonna wrap this video, get this one dropped, and we'll finish this up on the next. If you watched to the end, thank you very much. I appreciate it. I'm really excited about this car. I really hope you get excited about this car. I would like some feedback and comments on the direction of the car. If you haven't, subscribe, I'd appreciate it. Also hit the notifications so that when I do put new content out, you'll know it. I'm gonna wrap it up for today. See you next time.